And mobility. So the scam part of it is big for Indian IT companies right now. So social, cloud, analytics, and mobility, nothing to do with coal, 2G, or CWG. So those are areas I think which is going to see a lot of development, new market, new revenue streams. Let's be very honest, most of the Indian IT service sector companies have a big focus on BFSI. Majority of the revenue comes from there. A big focus is application development and maintenance. That's the bread and butter. And one can expect with changing times that these would shift towards these new technologies and offerings.
So we're seeing a big bifurcation between the tier 1 IT services companies and the tier 2 IT services companies, both in terms of revenue growth, valuation, and metrics, and product offering. Curious to get your thoughts on, we talked about M&A of companies in developed markets, maybe companies doing social and big data analytics. Curious to get your take on what about India to India M&A, and what happens to these tier 2 companies that presumably haven't innovated as well as TCS has?
Well, you've already seen Mahindra and Satyam. That's been a big one. And it continues to happen at the smaller levels. This is happening. Many of these things don't come in public. But Mahindra Satyam is an example for you of a big M&A in India.
Do you have any thoughts?
No.
Unless any of the group has any thoughts, we're going to open it up to free-flowing Q&A.
Yeah, I want to first thank you, the panel, for the insightful discussions. And as we hear from all of you that there are a lot of innovation happening in India, which is good. All of us appreciate that we should be on that path. Wanted to hear, the panel's viewpoint, because being in MIT, we see a lot of entrepreneurial culture or innovative culture out here. So I want to hear, what Infosys, TCS, big IT services companies or the leaders like, Tatas or Birlas are doing to partner with IITs and IIMs to promote that culture in India, so that, we can also ride the curve that, US students or US education industry is rising.
Large IT companies, that's you.
I mean, I can just... Well, TCS has always been very focused on having relationships with good academic institutions.